Hello everybody, I'm Eder Vesperox, and I have about 2 minutes until my resin is at 40 again. And hopefully, today I can stream properly instead of yesterday, which was, well, I've unlisted that VOD, it was about 5 minutes, 38 seconds. I don't think anyone needs to hear about how catastrophic it was last night. I fought the Clockwork Dancers once, and that was the end. Stream. Well, not stream. Computer absolutely fucking shit the bed. And I think I might have it under control. I did a 30-minute test stream on private earlier this morning. And by this morning, I mean like, I don't know, 4 hours ago. And nothing bad happened. So it should hopefully allow me to do it today. It also just happens that my resin gets back to the amount I need right before I actually get to this part. Well, when I start streaming, I mean. So first on the docket, there's only 2 days left on the cats. Gonna do the cat quest. By the way, in the Scaramouche VOD, I got the intro to the cat quest. If you want to watch that really quick, it's like the first 10 minutes.
Shine down.
In the meantime,
a bitter pill to swallow. Remember,
this team comp's called Viable Cyno. Shit, slightly too early. Oh well. Look at their health bar. They're fucked either way. Man, I'm not hitting those at all. Alright, fine. You asked for it, bitch. Don't you move me to the edge of the battlefield. Don't move me to the creature graveyard. Like we're in fucking duel monsters. Alright, if it didn't have elemental mastery, I would save it. Hope the sounds levels are alright. Alright, I'm getting word that the sound levels are alright. The doctor will wait, actually, I wonder. If I throw it out and teleport all the way to Mondstadt, what will happen? See, Cyno's still a little injured, so...
A bitter pill to swallow.
A bitter pill to swallow. So will Cyno just be healed, or will the snake have to travel all the way out here? Okay, he just got healed anyway, alright. Okay, cat quest, let's do this. Oh. Oh, now it says it. Alright. Walk right up to the door. Nothing. I go to leave. Did you want to open the door? Yes, I want to open the door! Thank you, Hoyoverse! Alright, let's begin this cat quest.
It's just a regular house. Gotta say, Paimon was expecting something a little bigger with Fortress in the name and everything.
Well, you see, it is a normal house, except all the furniture has been clawed to hell.
This was the biggest space I could find in the city over the past few weeks. The rent is cheap, so that's a plus. A half a year's worth of rent, along with all the Cat's Tail-inspired furnishings, only cost me a few million mora. Of course, not
Why is
all
there
of
a
the
harp?
cats will be staying indefinitely. We plan to offer some of the healthy ones
Why is there
up
a
for
cat-sized
adoption.
harp?
As long as the new future owners prove capable and the cat seems like a good fit, they're welcome to take their new pet back to a loving home. This location is definitely good enough. We could even expand the business one day and start sheltering stray dogs, foxes, or even squirrels.
Foxes
When that day comes,
and
though,
squirrels.
I'll probably have to think of a different name. Maybe the Furball and Friends Fortress would be a better fit.
I would suggest letting all of this play out first. You still don't know if the customers will even get along with the strays.
Huh?
Make a cat cafe.
There.
Wait, there's already one in Mondstadt.
Staring at us.
Oh, it's the little white cat. She's super afraid of people. She ran away when we tried to give her a bath. It took us forever to track her down again.
Did you check under the bed?
So soft and clean, and her fur is so white and fluffy, just like fresh fallen snow. Wait, that's perfect! We should call her Snowball!
That's the most obvious name. Yeah, but how about Tofu?
Ooh, those are some good names, Traveler, but Paimon thinks she likes Snowball best. Here, kitty. That's it, Snowball. Good kitty. That's a good kitty.
And then it pounces on Paimon because
It's
she's
been, what,
cat-sized.
a minute? And you already got the cat to listen to you. Did you see that, Miss Rosaria? She's practically a miracle worker. You really are a cat whisperer.
And then I pull out the Omni-Ubiquity
Nothing.
nets.
They may be strays, but as long as you give them a good name and call them with love, you're sure to gain their trust eventually. First things first, though, you gotta pay attention to the way you interact with them. How should Paimon put it? Basically, it all comes down to your demeanor. For example, you can't just stand there trembling in fear, Valerina. If you're afraid, the cats are sure to become afraid as well. As for you, Rosaria, you might want to keep an eye on your, facial expressions?
Or carry
Poor
catnip.
creatures, picked
That'll
up
help
off
you
the
too.
streets, given a name, and they now have a loving home. Fate is kind to even the lost souls who have wandered astray. This
In Malsad,
city
anyway.
really has brought peace and happiness to us all.
Also, you might want to take
Hey,
off your
Snowball is
claws
snuggling up to Rosaria.
before you pet the cat.
Looks like she's not afraid of her anymore.
Did Rosaria just smile?
I saw it too, what the hell?
No matter. There are more important things to focus on. Anyway,
Why is the
it's
vampire
getting a bit
smiling?
Stuffy in here.
Is it because we're getting a second vampire?
I'm going to go get some air.
In like a
Call me
week?
if you need me.
Huh. Paimon thought Rosaria would be happier about that.
Please, teach me more of your ways, honorary knight. And you too, oh great cat whisperer. We're sure to get more and more strays coming to the Furball Fortress, and I doubt all of them will be as friendly as Snowball. There's still so much I don't know about interacting with them.
No problem. Just watch and learn. It's about time we move on to a more advanced lesson. How to get the cats not to just trust you, but to like you. It's all about patience. As long as you put in the effort to get to know them, you'll become best friends in no time.
I completely understand. The Furball Fortress is still in its trial phase. So
Oh, I'm a beta
the more
tester.
I can learn at this stage, the better.
Oh, and by the way, I'll say it now. When the next update drops in a week, I will be streaming as soon as I can. Because, let me just check here. Let's see. Yeah, 6 days, 16 hours. 97 wishes stored up so far, with another week to go. Yeah. I'm gonna have me ready to pull for Arlecchino. Gonna get me the new vampire. And then waits for him to cough. Me when I fail to get Arlecchino. Come on, man. Cough. Do it. No, he's touching his snake in public. No. This is family-friendly stream. Okay. Yes, put some things for them to absolutely destroy. Yeah, cats like plants. Big chair, plenty of cats. I'll go with this one. Why is there a reminder? Was it wanting me to hit all 3 of those? Why does the durability go down if I take out the fine china? The hell? Oh, it wants me to do this, I guess? If it just wanted it to be a certain way, why even make that a thing? Who wants chicken? Next will be fish. If there's a next. I'm only seeing 1 cat. Throne of Meower. Yeah, pet the... oh no. Yeah, pet the cat. What this event's all about. Act fine, you don't like your ears scritched. Oh, really likes the paws. This just in, snowballs into paw play. How about tail? No. No head, no tail, just the middle. You may claim rewards. No, fuck you, I'm getting a max score. Come on, one more. There we go. Now I'll claim my reward. A joyful session. Oh, hey Mona, what's up? Just appeared out of nowhere. All right, what's you up to? Meow, she says, but it's no longer spoken. Is this really how cats greet one another? I wonder if my pronunciation's on point. Meow? Meow? Looks like Snowball didn't understand even a whisker. Mona, are you trying to speak cat? Professor Magistus, that's not how you pronounce it. Hey, roar sounds like tigers and lions. Why is this not voiced like the beginning? That's a good way to frighten a kitty and turn it into a scaredy cat. Cursed traveler, Paimon. So the rumors were true. You really are working at the Furball Fortress. Does that mean we're gonna get official too? Since we got Mona. Working probably isn't the right word. We're helping Valerina and Rosario, so we're more like consultants. Yeah, no, I'm gonna stop using the Paimon voice. Yeah, to be called a consultant sounds really impressive. By the way, great astrologer Mona. Isn't it great astrologist Mona? Are you looking to adopt a cat or assist you in your astronomical observations? They would destroy all your equipment. All of it. It's all glass, right? Based on my understanding of astrology, it shouldn't be too hard to teach a cat to read the various aspects of the stars. I might even teach one to help me write manuscripts. I mean, some of those Inazuma cats, maybe. Steal a peek at Snowball. Bullies stare straight at Snowball. Meow. On second thought, maybe not. One who can only read the stars, but ill-versed at stringing words together, would not suffice to convey my illuminating insights. If I really needed an assistant, it'd be better to take a trip to Fontaine and recruit some staff member from the Steambird to find a Melazine. Or find a Melazine who can use a typewriter and bring them back to Mondstadt. Do Melazines even operate outside of Fontaine? Well, I guess we'll find out if that... I can never remember her name, the Melazine in the Fortress of Maripide. If she ever does an event outside. Were I to really adopt a cat, at most, it would be to play with it for a bit to relax and relieve stress from the exhaustion of academic inquiry. One mustn't be a bad owner. When you get tired, it must be best if the cat is tired enough for a cat nap as well. Before I set foot in here, I never imagined hanging out with cats would be such a joy. Ah, how wonderful life would be if we could always be happy like this. Hehe, looks like you're gonna be a real conscientious owner. Guess this cat's gonna be in fine hands. But I've also heard that some cats can be quite rambunctious, always jumping around, biting and clawing the furniture. Imagine my manuscripts or astrology tomes ruined by some feline canines. That'd be troublesome indeed. Ah yes, feline canines. Making a snack out of precious books. Paimon can barely imagine something so terrifying. Snowball looks quite well behaved, but seems not to comprehend my meaning. Perhaps we lack the special connection? So, I would like to observe a bit more. Keep an eye out for obedient cats. Oh, and I must calculate the cost of a cat bed, cat food, and other expenses. Not too luxurious, but also not too shabby when you want to submit the cat to hardship. It's okay. Take your time. There are many felines. We've only seen one, but presumably there are many. Yeah, Valerina said that she'll adopt even more strays in the future. So even if no cats catch your eye today, you can always come back often and have a look. Meow. Alright. To place. Okay, I'm back. So clearly, it's telling me which ones to do. There we go. It's the last one for each one. Why? Here, what happens if I just do the first? All comfiness. Oh, they do actually say what they are. Okay. The next one gets some fish. Gray and white cat. Agile. As it only gave me literally 1 second to read that entire sentence, so Now where do you want to be, pet kitty? On the head. How about your paws? No. How about your butt? Oh yeah, butt scritch, butt scritch. There we go, there we go. Tummy? Oh yeah, you like the tummy rub. Tummy, head, and butt. How about back rub? Yeah. Back to the head rub. Head rub. Get under those ears. How about chin? Want to get a pet in the chin? Oh yeah, you do. It's always great. Nice. It's always great to have the whatchamahoozit, the head just like cupped in your hand as you're petting them. And of course they enjoy it too. They're like, oh yeah. Give me that butt. Give me the tummy. There we go. Maximum friend. Oh, I didn't even see Amber down there. Because everyone's looking at cats today. Jesus. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. Both Bunny and Amber have a point. Wait, are you getting it because it's named Bunny and Baron Bunny? Haha. And you have the bunny ears? Swear to Christ. Hold on, I'm a bit lost. Actually, Paimon doesn't really get it either, but she can tell that Amber and Bunny have reached an understanding. If they start roughhousing with a Baron Bunny, I think she's gonna come back for a second cab. And not to keep the first one company. Traveler Paimon, you're here! I was just thinking about going to look for you. I've already heard all about how you're helping Valerina with the Furball Fortress. That's a Traveler and Paimon for you. Second you're back in Mondstadt, you're already being such a help. Such a huge help. Such a huge bitch. I, the honorary knight, fulfill my mission no matter its nature. The defense of the cats of Mondstadt is one of my many responsibilities. And by the end of this story, when I become God, all the cats will be adopted. Speaking of which, what were you and Bunny discussing just now? It's gonna be having a really fun conversation. Meow meow meow. Oh, I was just asking Bunny about the weather, or whether or not it would rain. Oh, do cats know that kind of thing? Lisa said something about that. According to a book she read, cats are very sensitive to humidity and don't like the feeling of being wet. So if they notice a sudden increase in humidity, they'll start nervously pawing their faces or licking their fur. Once a cat does something like that, it's a sign that a large rainstorm is likely on its way. Whoa. Paimon had no idea. That's so cool. Guess we just learned something amazing by accident. In that case, Traveler, let's pay more attention to cats during our travels. That way we won't keep getting soaked by huge downpours from those big black clouds. Pay more attention going forward. Haven't paid close enough attention to the cute cats? I originally came to ask Valerina about something. But just as I was talking to her, this little kitty snuggled up close to me and yawned so loudly. It was just too cute. Since she was so affectionate toward me then I just show how friendly I am too. That's when I remembered what Lisa told me. So I went ahead and asked Bunny about the weather. But she responded by rubbing her face and wagging her tail and lying on the ground, snuggling against my hand. So is it actually going to rain or not over the next few days? Bunny, you're bad at doing the weather. I gotta replace one aesthetic with a comfiness. Like that. Feed the cat. Steak. Not sure what happened when a smoky cat showed up. Do you like head pets? Fine. Do you like butt scratches? Good enough. Belly scratch. The paws. Never had a cat that actually liked paw attention. I was like, no, stop it. Dogs too. Cats and dogs tend not to like it, in my experience. Okay, now you don't want the butt scratch? You loved it earlier. Okay. Very temperamental cat. stay well away from everything. Oh no, this paw counts as separately. Rachel, I thought you were into dogs. Meow. It's you. Me. I'm talking. Talking... Razor, are you talking to Dustball? Meow, meow, meow. Seems like Dustball's trying to say. That's right. A familiar scent. Looking for friends. It is good. Happy. Meow, meow. Friends followed the scent. You came too. Happy. On your body, the smell of wind and rain. Very familiar. Scent of cats. Also familiar. Paimon. Very sweet scent. Smell good. And according to Kazuha, she smells like space, so, you know, like stars. Sweet! Could that be the flavor of the pancakes Valerina gave us? Did Paimon eat that many? No sweat, you can eat triple what you bake. Eat triple what you ate before. Really? Paimon didn't even notice. It's all the pancakes' fault for being so delicious. And Paimon also wants to eat sweet madame steak and hash browns. Ooh, drink some apple cider. Straight from Cider Lake. Oh, and that's the menu for our next meal then. Come on, traveler. Let's go place our order with Valerina. You come too, Razor. Thank you. Dustball has brought me lots of nuts. And meat boxes. I am very full. Sounds like Valerina ordered delivery then. Did Dustball deliver the food to you, Razor? Meow, meow, meow. Paimon never imagined that the cats would actually end up taking care of the customers here in the Furball Fortress. Looks like you really are the cat's meow, eh, Razor? You know, Razor's dialogue sounds a little different than it usually does. But also, it kind of reminds me a bit of a D&D character I played a couple main games ago. Oh, there's a door. Nothing beyond the door, but there's a door. Here's 4. Found it. Alright, let's just pick the last thing and see if it works again. Way too durable. There we go. All last except for exactly 2. This cat. Let's start the cycle all over again. With chicken. White and... fine, Tuxedo Cat. Tuxedo Cat shows up. I wonder... I think the game would let me... Oh, it specifically says you can't use the Omni-Ubiquity nets. Head scritch? Yeah! There we go, head scritch. Pause? Oh, I figured. Back scritch. Yeah. Get the shoulders in. Oh, but now you don't like to be pet on the head? Alright, here, I'm gonna see what the... Alright, so ear, ear, nose. So it doesn't like nose, ear, ear. Tail, left paw, right paw, tummy back. Okay, so it likes ears. It hates nose. I take it would also like some tail. There it goes. Stick that tail up. Stick him up. This is a tail robbery. Those cat maids aren't gonna get them themselves. They're not gonna supply themselves. Alright, Diona, come on. Nope, there's Fischl. Oh, so this is the rumored sacred land that people named the Furball Fortress, and yet it is furnished in such a prosaic manner. Shabby, one might even call it. Where's Oz? Surely a few swings woven from the vines of purple agate grapes might be built. Pure silver lamps mounted with candles made of abyssal sea salt, all the better to light the cat-feeding platters and the motifs of night-born stars. Ah, yes. Seriously, there is no Oz here. Where'd he go? Yeah, he'd probably scare the cats anyway. And yes, statues forge the image of cat familiars by melting the venerable coinage of lost dynasties and adorning them with strange pearls and dewdrops from the depths of a fjord. Surely, this would make for an amenable choice. You surely must agree, do you not, dear familiar? You have yet to declare your name to the princessin, or to your princessin. Think on that, then, and know that it shall be your utmost honor to be known to her. Meow. His name is Dopey, esteemed princessin. Dopey isn't the brightest, and he can't really understand or appreciate your exquisite choice of words. Please, show him clemency, princessin. Hey, wait, no, that's not right. Why does Bauman feel like this whenever she get like this whenever she sees Fischl? Nothing wrong with that. Let me give it a whirl, too. I, the great cat conjurer, sincerely pay my humble respects. Ha ha! As I anticipated, cat conjurers, thou hath once more been brought before our august person, by the weavings of the threads of fate. Funny you bring up the weaving of fate. That's endgame. 'Tis a most pleasant reunion. What a title. Looks like Fischl heard about us from Valerina. By your counsel, much thought have I given of late within Immernochreich to realize the ingenuities obtained by prior experiences, and I have decided to select the most sagacious and sensible of cat familiars to accompany my eminent person on my sojourns. Meow. Oh, so you were also planning on taking care of a cat, Fischl? Well, understandable. Most people want to have their own after seeing just how adorable they are. But Fischl, don't you already have Oz? And the two of you tend to move really fast. Can a cat keep up, or are you going to have Oz fly and carry the cat? I, the Princessin de Vertelung, often traverse 3,000 universes. Though such a journey may not be long, having more suitable companions and getting insight into those easily overlooked naturally wouldn't hurt. Oz also would like to have a cat familiar to play to join forces with, to guarantee that my mood shall shine bright as moonlight every second of every day. Yet 'tis a shame that though Oz went to great pains to don a form that sets most at ease, he could not diminish his majesty fully, and could not approach the cat familiars. They would try to eat him. Yep. Oh. Because Electro. Whenever dear Oz gets within 5 paces of a cat familiar, their fur shall inadvertently stand on end and inflate like a bloaty floaty unmoored. Any closer and terror overtakes them, and they flee for the hills. They get staticky and puff up. The animal archon's devoted and loyal nuns recommended that Oz repose without, and as their advice was sound, I graciously ascended. Majesty? Oh, right, Paimon gets it. You mean that Ozzy's body has so much electro energy that the second he enters the Furball Fortress, all the feline furs get electrified, right? But if that's true, then how would a cat ever travel with the official? If only there was some material in Tevat that could block the effects of electro. Geo. There you go. A stone shirt for your cat. Then we could make cat clothes out of material, and then cat could travel with you and Oz, no problem. Meow. Give it to me first. Those electro slimes will be no match once I've donned this panoply of war. But now that Paimon thinks about it, elemental power is super duper mega strong. If there was material that could just easily resist something as powerful as the elements, that would be too good to be true. We probably should have said our daydreaming. Ah, the naivety. Do not jump to judge a cat familiar's talents through common sense. The semantic resources of mere mortal words struggle to accurately convey their properties. Perhaps somewhere in this world there exists a cat familiar which can dive deep into the depths, endure in an inferno, and ride upon the wind. Such a special entity would surely have no fear of thunder or lightning. I mean, there are those big cats over in Chenyu Vale. Official could even ride one in the battle. So long as I am patient in my search, I shall find it. Forsooth, even if I should seek for 10,000 or 100, or for 10 years or 100, it shall be but a fleeting instant in the Immernachtreich. Additionally, the devotion to one's development in life is as important as the innate nature one is born with. I see this dopey has immense potential. Perhaps after joining my retinue for a spell, it will become all the more familiar with the power of Electro. By happenstance, I, the Prinzessin, have disentangled a million myriad menial affairs, thus allowing myself a tincture of time to spare. Perhaps then it shall not hurt, endeavoring to stay here and familiarize myself with these cat familiars, particularly this dopey. Meow. Then Paimon hopes you'll have fun here in the Furball Fortress, official. There you go, probably the best voice acting you'll get out of me right now. Any more doors down there? No? Upstairs, maybe? Any rooms upstairs? No? Did I miss anything in here? No? Not seeing any other spaces here. Yeah, it's the only 2 doors. Let me check. Feel in favor, 100%. Oh, so I have to talk to Valerina. Okay. I wish it would just tell me. Yo, you. Yeah, so are you tired? Like something to eat or drink? Perhaps a message to relax your muscles? Let's talk business. Yeah, cheap setting this Furball Fortress. Even Paimon knows that. There's no problem with the finances. Don't hesitate. We'll figure something out. Okay, no, I'm not talking about that then. Don't worry, I'm sure someone's adding a Seal Wiki. Yeah, well, I claimed all the rewards. Oh, the next day. Why, though? What'd it say? 8 o'clock the next day? Boo o'clock? Well, I guess we just gotta wait at the clock, see what Valerina has to say. And who I have to voice next. I'm gonna say D-Luke. It's probably not, but maybe Jean or Barbara? Or, you know, me. Big, ferocious cat.
The cat is hissing at me, Miss Rosaria. I'm scared.
You should probably give him some space. Get too close and all that swatting might catch you in the face.
Oh no, seems like Valerina has run into some more cat-sized trouble.
Looks like the shelter has a new stray. There's something almost dignified about
Honorary
him.
Knight, Cat Whisperer. This big cat just barged in here after Snowball. He must have spotted her when she went out for a walk and followed her all the way back here.
Easy, easy. No one's going to hurt you here.
And the cat's a treasure hoarder.
All
There
those
you go.
evil things, all those bad people who forced you to do whatever it took to survive.
Actually, hold on. That sigil
They
on
can't
the
find
necklace
you here.
looks
You're
familiar.
safe within these walls. You're surrounded by good people now. Their constant hovering might get a little annoying, but it's all for your own good. Just relax. A life of leisure isn't a bad thing, you know. You just have to get used to it.
His whimper.
He understood all that?
Looks like it worked. Smart cat.
Whoa, this cat is way bigger than the others. His coloring looks like fresh squeezed Buell fruit juice. And he's wearing a scarf too! Huh? Looks like there's some sort of design on it.
Oh, so it is
Oh,
knights.
it's the symbol of the Knights of
I was
Avonius!
thinking it,
He deserves
but I was
a
gonna
name
actually
fit for
check
a
the
knight
characters.
then. He is pretty feisty. How about Sir Pouncelot?
Meow.
You really do
Bet
have
me.
a way with cats.
Bet me, bet me.
He looks way more at ease now.
Paimon thinks you deserve to take the credit this time. Sir Pouncelot seemed to calm down right after everything you said to him.
Getting much better with them, Rosaria. Hopefully you're finding this gig a bit more fun,
It
too.
doesn't matter to me either way. Although, the fact that they're cute doesn't hurt.
Let Paimon show you how to put Sir Pouncelot completely at ease. Paimon just needs to work a bit more of her magic and he'll be as happy as can be.
Alright, let me guess. The big room. The big room. Oh no, the hardest one yet. Less comf. Less durability. Wait, now it's more comf. What do you mean it's not reaching it? Comfy. Durability. Durability. Oh. There we go. Now I shall give the big cat a steak. Sir Pouncesaw rises silently after letting out a meow. And there's no one here. Oh, now there's freaking fish. There, get both the ears. There you go, there you go. Two-handed. Double the cat, double the ears. And double the hands to pet them. I assume he doesn't want face pet, so let's go for the back. So far, none of them have been. You know, none of them hate the back. Alright, you don't have to do the long animation every time. And the gabs are like, but that's the point. What, do you suddenly hate back? Toes. There you go. Lick of the beans. Oh, not as checked. I've lost 99 frames. But petting cats ain't one. There. Inseparable with literally every cat. There's no one here. Oh, and now something.
Aw, that's a good kitty, Sir Pouncelot. You better be on your best behavior from now on, okay? Don't go causing trouble now. Paimon knows you're a sweet, happy little cat. You'll get along with everyone just fine.
He's so adorable. I just want to scratch his head and pinch his little cheeks.
No, you must go for the
He
ears.
does have a certain endearing quality about him. When he's not causing trouble, that is. I wonder how he got that injury around his eye.
The traces of restorative potion indicate that
Hey,
Sir
Albedo.
Pouncelot should be in the vicinity. Huh? Oh, it's the traveler Paimon and Sister Rosaria. And you must be an adventurer. I don't believe we've met. It appears Sir Pouncelot has taken quite the liking to you.
Albedo! It's been such a long time! It's super great to see you! But are you sure you're in the right place?
Okay,
I'm assuming
good,
the
he's got the
captain of the
star.
investigation team is here for some important reason.
Captain? He's a captain of the Knights of Favonius? An
Yes.
important officer
A
just
very
showed up
short
without
captain.
warning. And I don't even have any refreshments or snacks to offer. Please, allow me to explain, sir. I assure you, this shelter is operating under a legitimate business license. All proper procedures have been followed.
I mean, you're surprised a higher up in the Knights of Favonius. Amber's right over there. She's like adjacent to captains. She's right over there. Soon then, Albedo has arrived to investigate her business. Valerian frantically searches relevant documentation, explaining the purpose of the shelter. Valerian appears intimidated by the identity of the visitor, unaware that the investigation team doesn't handle such inspections. No idea who does, though.
There's no need to worry. I was simply in the area helping my team address a small issue. Namely, the location of this cat right here. Not too long ago, Interim Team Feline Treatment Case Number 3, Sir Pouncelot, knocked out the weapons officer who was watching over him. He then fled and disappeared into the city.
This cat took out a knight. God, they're useless.
We knew we had to recover him as fast as possible. The cat
I'm kidding. The
belongs to
captains are
investigation
ridiculous.
team, and
Regular
even
knights, they're
bears
pretty
the
stupid, though.
insignia of the Knights of Favonius. If he were to wreak havoc across the city, well, that would hardly be a welcome result for any party involved.
So it actually belongs to the investigation team. Now I'll explain the knights
You're
symbol.
saying Sir Pouncelot is capable of knocking out a knight? And what's with all those official-sounding titles you added to his name? Interim treatment case something or other? Is there something else you're not telling us?
Well, I suppose I should explain. 2 months ago, Sir Pouncelot got lost in the wild and accidentally ingested whopperflower nectar. Due to certain effects that are not entirely understood as of yet, the nectar caused him to triple in size.
Triple? Even regular-sized cats
Triple
can
the
get
cat.
bold when they're upset. A cat triple the size? Oh, Paimon bets even a hilly churl wouldn't be enough to scare off a cat like that.
I mean, he fought
So
knights.
that's what happened. No
Of course, a
wonder
hilly churl
he was
wouldn't
so
work.
anxious. For cats, or really any animal that lives in the wild, a larger size doesn't exactly confer many advantages. What it actually does is make their appearance more noticeable and their movements less nimble.
Actually, it does have a benefit if you just look at tarantulas. Instead of just the simple bite and ensnare with webs, instead, they wrestle. Same with tigers and lions. They get in and wrestle things to the ground, instead of like a jaguar one hit kill pounce. So yeah, size does confer different playstyle.
Which in turn means living in perpetual danger of exposing themselves to
More
attacks
strength
from
and constitution,
predators.
less
In other
dexterity.
words, it means living in a constant state of fear.
Exactly. When Sir
And
Pouncelot
charisma.
stumbled upon our encampment, he looked quite worse for wear. His entire body was riddled with scars, and he appeared exceptionally anxious.
That's awful. I guess he had a good reason for all that swatting earlier then. If all that had happened to me, I would be afraid of new people and strange animals too.
You don't need to worry too much. The problem has already been solved. I administered a restorative potion to eliminate the alchemical effects of the whopperflower nectar and help him return to a normal size. Although he still might appear a bit larger than the average cat, his current size at least should pose no more threat to his quality of life. While in our care, various knights have been taking turns watching over him.
Of course, Albedo found a way to fight against the effects of whopper flower specifically.
In light of his feisty demeanor,
Winter event 2 years
we
ago.
decided to call him Sir Pouncelot. We all thought it was quite fitting. We even made him that little scarf as a testament to his time among our ranks.
Whoa, Klee and Paimon were totally on the same wavelength with this one. We thought of the exact same name. Great minds really do think alike.
Maybe it's because you're almost the same height. The cat's bigger than you, Paimon. The cat could
Sir
wrestle you to the
Pouncelot's
ground.
extreme level of anxiety and caution around people may be a result of residual trauma from the time of his transformation. You could say he was less than friendly towards the weapons and signals officers on our team. Klee wasn't around that much to entertain him either. However, it appears Sir Pouncelot has taken quite the liking to you. The knights on my team would never have imagined that he could warm up to people like this.
Well, they are our dear cat saviors after all. The famed honorary knight and Paimon the cat whisperer. No matter how feisty or frightening the cat, after a few minutes with the traveler and Paimon, they'll be as sweet as can be.
If that's the case, then I have a question for you both. Would you be willing to adopt Sir Pouncelot?
Wait, really? But doesn't he belong to your team?
Well, we did take him in, but it was simply out of necessity. We were always planning to find him a permanent home after his condition became more stable. The investigation team is no place for a pet. We are a combat unit after all. Any knight he got close to would have to go on assignment eventually. It's hardly appropriate to just leave him at camp, and bringing him on our missions would only frighten him further.
All good points. He's been through quite the ordeal already. For a creature like that, it's best to keep him away from potential triggers. That way he can slowly recover in peace.
We could set up a nice cozy little home for him in the Serenity Pot. It has everything he could want, and most importantly, no monsters.
I mean, there are literal camps, but the only monster I could let in is Child. And, you know, in future, Arlecchino. Welcome to the family, Sir Pouncelot. Please don't fight our dog with a sword.
So much, Albedo.
Or if you do,
Oh, no need
I want
to
to be
thank
present.
me.
I want a cutscene.
If you find yourselves with some time on your hands, maybe you can bring him by the encampment sometime. I'm sure my fellow knights would love a chance to see his calmer side.
That was so touching! I can't believe I got to witness such a special moment! I do believe this counts as the Furball Fortress's first successful adoption.
Hey, my veil is not a handkerchief.
It appears you enjoy interacting with small animals, Sister Rosaria. I must admit, I find that a bit surprising.
Paimon can also sense that you're an animal lover, Rosaria. You definitely have a way with cats. You just haven't realized it yet. After all, it's not a side of you that comes out very often.
And then she starts going on very particular missions in her, you know, nightly cleanup duty. Weird. Pretty sure someone just kicked a wall that I'm also touching. I could feel it with my foot. Anyway. So she just sees during the day that someone, like, stepped on a cat's tail or something in the middle of the night. Goes in, stabs them.
Snowball warmed up to you right from the start, and you were the one that helped Sir Pouncelot calm down back there.
Oh, I didn't really do anything, though. I was just there.
Ah, I've got it! I've learned so many useful tips from our dear cat saviors recently. I've decided to extend the shelter's trial period for a bit in order to go over what I've learned. With some effort, I hope I can be a cat whisperer too one day. For now, though, I'll settle for cat whisperer in training. When I open for good, what do you say we run the shelter together, Miss Rosaria? With the two of us, we could rescue every stray in Mondstadt.
Why did she
The
lose
sister and
focus?
the Whisperer working together. Almost sounds like it was meant to be.
She got the extra Sister and the Whisper.
Oh, well, this errand hasn't proved to be too troublesome. It's light on work and stress. I suppose I wouldn't be opposed to your suggestion.
I don't know much about rescuing stray animals, but this seems to be quite the milestone. Allow me to offer my congratulations. If my fellow knights run into any strays, I'll be sure to tell them to send them your way.
Thank you, thank you, thank you! I really can't thank you all enough for your support. Don't worry, there's a generous reward in store for each and every one of you. The trial phase of the Furball Fortress could not have been more
Albedo's like,
successful.
Can
When
I
we
just go
open for good,
already?
you
Mission
all
accomplished.
simply
Can I
must
go back
come
to
to the
lab?
opening ceremony. We'll cut the ribbon together.
Now that's what Paimon calls a successful commission. Rewarding in more ways than one. Mora, a sense of accomplishment, and of course, our special friend Sir Pouncelot. Talk about a win-win-win. Paimon can't wait for the Furball Fortress to open for good.
I'm gonna draw Sir Pouncelot with a lion's mane. Alright. Now how much do I have? 400 primos, okay. Let's just convert that to exactly 2 wishes. Oh no. 99 wishes. And a Harbinger hopefully is one. Oh, there's more rewards. And let me just... Exactly 100 wishes. There we go.
Inactivity.
100 wishes. Inactivity. Okay. Now for... I should probably actually pull up the quest. Oh, shit, it was right there. It pulled up the map for me. Okay. Alright, now is the part of the stream where I do Cyno's quests. If you want to do it yourself and want to avoid spoilers, go ahead and tune out. That'll be the rest of tonight. If you're totally cool with that, or you did it like a year ago when it came out, then, you know, stay. I command it. If you leave now, Sir Pouncelot will find you. In your sleep. And he'll pull out 2 swords. Show you why he's called a saber-teeth. Alright, work with Cyno to arrest the suspects. It's already like 2 dialogues in, just because, well, to do the actual Archon quest, it keeps being like, hey, you gotta do things. Place is occupied. Person is occupied.
This all you got? Seems even less than last time.
What difference does it make? If you see something you like, buy it.
Cyno.
If not, then keep walking.
Oh no, canned
They've been cracking
knowledge.
down on us lately, so we don't have much on hand.
The
If you see
Dendro
something that catches your
USBs.
eye, then now's your chance. There's no telling when we'll have more.
The D is for Dendro.
What does the Academia think they're doing? Alright, I'll take these here. Let me see what else you have. I don't see any real gems in this batch. It's all pretty ordinary stuff. Whatever, how much do I owe you?
150K. Show us the Mora, and you'll get the goods.
Put the Mora down and your hands up.
Hello, Sayu.
It's Cyno! When's he ever
No,
gonna
it's
let up?
Sayu.
Hey,
With a space
forget
in the middle.
Goods. Let's split!
But don't forget the Mora!
Why wasn't I positioned behind them?
Done! Not so fast! You can't escape with Paimon on the case!
This is a very low energy
What is
cutscene.
this? He's got backup now? Doesn't everyone say Cyno works alone? I don't like the looks
Is the
of
third
this.
guy just sitting
Either
right
way,
over
it's
there?
gonna be a tough fight. Any ideas?
It's over. It's not like we're making a big cut anyway. I'm not losing my life here.
Huh? Did they really just give up like that?
His
Just like the
reputation
others I've
precedes
got.
him.
They're not deep in the circle, just dealers at the bottom of the chain. All right, I have one question and one question only. Where did you get this canned knowledge?
The pickup location is different every time. The boss tells us where it's gonna be and that's it. We don't get a say in it. He sends someone every 5 days to bring us the goods.
And when is the next batch coming?
I don't know.
Well, find out.
He's telling the truth. Honest. Normally, we should have received a shipment 3 days ago, but we didn't get anything. The stock we have right now is from 8 days ago, which is why there isn't much left.
Oh, it's only 3. It looked like a lot more before we could see this angle. So I wasn't kidding when he said intel was hard to come by.
I know exactly why they didn't receive their last batch. 3 days ago is exactly when I started my investigation. I suspect who's ever running this whole thing knew that I was coming, so they cut all contact with these dealers. When you were trying to escape, you said something about me working alone. Where did you hear that from?
Are you kidding? We've known your name since day one in this business. The boss warned us to watch out and even gave us info about you. But here we are. I guess we never stood a chance.
They already knew all about me and were trying to avoid being detected from the very beginning. These small fries are the only ones they leave out in the open. And no matter how many we catch, it won't further our investigation. If only we had another lead. Like a merchant who sells large amounts of canned knowledge.
No.
Huh? Oh, you mean someone like nothing?
No.
Do you have a potential suspect? You'd better bring them to me for judgment.
Whoa! Judgment?
Right away, sir.
That's right.
Please, skewer
I
her.
won't turn a blind eye on any dangerous suspect.
Oh! Sounds like we shouldn't ever let Cyno meet Dory.
Please, hit her with a stick. A sharp one, preferably.
I see. Anyway, I'll think of a way to deal with these two and then continue gathering information. If you manage to learn anything, you can find me at Caravan Rebot. And as for you, I don't ever want to catch you buying canned knowledge again. If you possess any unused knowledge capsules, then you should submit them to the authorities immediately.
Okay, I got it. Just keep your nose out of my business.
Hey! What's with the attitude, mister?
What, you got a problem with that too? Listen, buying canned knowledge is a deal between two people. The buyer and the seller. We don't need people like you butting in on our business here. Think about it. If the academia is hoarding something as convenient and useful like canned knowledge, then they must have been planning only to use it for themselves. Am I right?
They have their reasons.
The academia has clearly published the potential dangers of canned knowledge. I don't like having to repeat things. And besides, I'm sure you wouldn't listen anyway. I just hope you understand that your actions are what fuels the smuggling of canned knowledge. If I ever catch you again, I will personally see to it that you are punished. All right, Traveler. I need to go now.
His planet needs him.
Ha! You think you can scare me?
Yes. Easily.
Traveler, why don't we go talk to
I think
Dory?
Paimon's to scare that
She's got
guy.
loads of connections and might be able to tell us something about all this. If Paimon remembers correctly, she's usually at the Palace of Alcazar's Array. Let's go!
God damn it. Game, why do you make me keep interacting with Dory? I do not wish to interact with Dory. I'm gonna check something really quick. I meant 4 stars. There we go. Okay, good. There's no Dory. Complete the prerequisite quests. Okay, but what are the prerequisite quests? Vulture Volans. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that. Yeah, that's I'll hate them, so. At some point, I'm probably just going to complete Diaz off stream, since there does not seem to be much luck with that quest. Palace of Alcazar. I definitely butchered that, but shush. What do you mean I can't see them? They're right there. Now I wonder.
I see everything.
That's stupid. Justice! You tell Dory about how she just got stabbed by Cyno.
So that's the latest scoop. Good thing thing you didn't rat me out. Otherwise, who knows where I'd have to be hiding to avoid attention.
Do you have the answer so I can be done with this conversation?
No idea.
With you.
Sorry, I've already cashed out of the canned knowledge business. Huh? You mean you stopped selling it? That's right. With so much canned knowledge flooding the market, it was becoming impossible to fetch decent prices
Her
anymore.
neck is a fucking twig for an enormous ass
It
head.
seems that group of smugglers has practically taken over the market. It's a little rule of mine to never fight for a share of someone else's market. If I'm gonna make Mora, it's gonna be the lion's share. Plus, with regulations getting as tight as they are now, I figured I might as well just hang it up. Aw, sounds like we came all this way for nothing. Well, not completely.
Boring conversation anyway.
Granted, I don't know who's behind all the smuggling activity, but since you didn't sell me out, I'll let you in on what I do know. After all, those smugglers have really crossed the line, butting their way into the market like that. I hope their luck runs out soon so that I can take over. I mean, so that the industry can become more fairly regulated.
Well, you're only telling me what you know, because I told you what Cyno.
Hey, you just want to make more business for yourself.
The joke was about as good as she deserves.
Don't underestimate its value. Think about it. You can gain all sorts of knowledge while bypassing the troublesome process of studying. Naturally, that makes it a product worth a high price. Of course, not everyone needs that kind of knowledge, but in a market as big as Sumeru, there is plenty of demand. Plus, the cost of production is relatively low, so even if dealers have to cover transportation costs, there's still an enormous profit to be made. Then why does the academia prohibit selling canned knowledge? Being able to gain complex knowledge and become a scholar with the snap of your fingers does sound like a dream, doesn't it? But everything in the world comes at a price, right?
It doesn't change the way you think or process the information just because you have the information.
It's a complicated process. It requires learning, thinking, and practice. Even when it comes to my own business, I have to go through a lot of preparation before I put anything out for sale. But with canned knowledge, one may simply skip all the hassle and get whatever they need to know immediately. That inherently leads to at least two potential problems.
I could buy a textbook doesn't mean I'm a master of mathematics.
Without a second thought, and you'll find it very hard to forget. This means that if the knowledge is flawed, then it'll be very difficult to correct. And second, excess use of knowledge capsules over an extended time diminishes your ability to think. You'll end up becoming like a library that can only store knowledge.
Why? Why does it zoom in on her?
Dangerous.
I want to be as far away from Dory as physically possible.
Before. Did you feel any negative effects?
Throw her to the bottom of the ocean. Throw her into the dark sea, where she belongs. Nothing in particular.
Of course, using it sparingly is not an issue, which is exactly why I used to sell it. It's just like how medicine can be used to cure diseases, but can also do harm when overused. It all comes down to balancing the right amount. Anyway, back to the point.
I would like to balance the right amount of hammers on your forehead.
By those smugglers is left unchecked. And what's worse, you're playing right into their hands by focusing only on the canned knowledge that's made its way into the market. As far as I know, their real purpose is to distribute information about the Court of Desolation. That's where the real business opportunity is. The Court of Desolation? What's that?
Doesn't sound very fun.
Rumor has it that it's a site of ruins from the age of King Deshret. It's said that with the treasures inside, one can see beyond life and death. But any research of the ruins is strictly banned by the academia. Word on the street is that there'll be an auction taking place in the desert. They're auctioning rare canned knowledge, some of which is related to the Court of Desolation.
Didn't you just say none of it was going on?
I began to suspect that all the canned knowledge popping up on the market is just a diversion. I'd wager that their real target is the Court of Desolation.
then why would they sell so much evidence pointing directly to the thing that they're trying to do?
Because
Are they an idiot?
studying those ruins is not just a simple matter. It requires knowledge spanning several fields. So, if they're aiming to quickly assemble a research team, canned knowledge would be the best solution. As for the auction, chances are they're trying to attract and scout out anyone with interest or expertise on the subject. On the other hand, no one can say for sure that they will ever succeed in finding the Court of Desolation. So, they might as well just make a fortune while they're at it by hyping up the related canned knowledge at the auction.
Sounds to Paimon like we better head to the desert and see the auction. Who knows, we might find some leads there.
That's right. And now that I've shared all that valuable info with you, it's time to introduce our limited edition desert travel kit. It comes complete with a map straight to the auction location.
Sorry, Cyno, I didn't know your quest was gonna have some DLC.
As I said, I also have to make preparations before I sell things, right? Now, let me consider how much I should sell this for. I've got it! 500,000 mora per kit! That's quite the bargain. We'll even offer a 50% discount for little Paimon's travel kit. Only 250,000 mora.
What? That's super expensive!
No need to worry, little one. Cyno's the one heading this investigation, isn't he? I'll be sure to bill all the expenses to him. All you'll need to do is tell him to go to the Merchants Guild and pay the bill once the mission is completed. Just, be sure to not send him directly here, though, okay? That
I
would
will.
leave me completely in the open.
This is highway
I'm sure
robbery.
The General Mahamatra of the Academia would never leave any debt unpaid. And I can only imagine the funds he's allocated for investigations. Oh, maybe I should charge him more.
I will punt you into the
Better
sun.
get going. If Dora keeps at it, we'll be out of mora.
Sliced her in half. Hey Cyno, I just bankrupted you. Gonna have to start selling your Genius Invocation cards. Alright, anytime now. Anytime. Oh yeah, by the way, completely out of the blue, but if anyone watching just happens to have a good video encoder for, you know, the dimensions of YouTube shorts without losing significant amounts of quality, can you just, like, drop its name down in the comments section? I'm trying to find one right now. Hey Cyno, it's me. Cyno.
Cyno! We got news for you. What the smugglers are really after is a chance to research the Court of Desolation. They're hosting an auction in the desert to sell canned knowledge about those ruins.
The Court of Desolation.
I need to see your homework
won't
to
ask
see
who
if
came
I
by
should
this
really do
intel.
this.
But is it reliable?
Not at all. Let's
We
go.
also heard that the Court of Desolation contains treasures from the time of King Deshret. Is that true?
Partially.
Supposedly.
It was a secret place built by a dark sect from the age of King Deshret. The ruins do contain treasures, but the place is also rife with unknown dangers. According to past research,
And forbidden
one
knowledge.
must forfeit their life as the price of entering. They are not some ordinary ruins, so the Academia has strictly prohibited any related research. However, if they are using the canned knowledge as a way to move information and recruit researchers, then I suppose your conclusion does hold some validity.
Are there many people trying to study the Court of
Regardless,
Desolation?
we need to go into the desert. Less in recent years, but there are always those who attempt to do so, both inside and outside the academia. After all, legends claim that whoever obtains the treasures inside can see beyond life and death, or even resurrect the dead.
Yeah, I don't
Death
think the
is
tree will
often
let
the
anyone
greatest
go.
grievance for many people. Though they're fully aware that the chance of these rumors being true are slim, they hold tight to such fantasies and pursue them regardless. That's why some continue to research it, regardless of it being a restricted subject. On top of that, it's hard to track the source of information contained in canned knowledge.
Okay, look. If you're going to find what someone else already wrote down as the secrets or immortality, guess what? It's fake. If it were real, why aren't they immortal? Freaking idiots.
Do you know where the auction is taking place?
Yes, here's a map.
Good.
Please go there and
We'll go
stab.
investigate.
Actually,
Before
no,
that,
go to Alcaz's
We'll
and
have to
stab
get
Dory,
rid of
and
these
then come
people
back.
tailing us.
Huh? People tailing us?
That's right. Let's begin to leave town and see what happens. I'm sure they'll reveal themselves as soon as we make a move. Don't worry. I'll make short work of them.
That's
Do it.
Cyno for ya. But we can lend a hand too, you know.
Okay. Okay, it's not that far away. Let's go off the little beaten path there slightly. And we're all set. Run, short boy, run.
Nowhere to run.
Shortest guy in the game. Can't hit Fox. Hey, little Sealy. Super ghost Paimon guy. What you want? Where you leading me? I'll lead to that one right there, if I had to guess.
Hey! The doctor will see you now.
Damn it, I want their drops. But like they're non-activated drops. Oh, well they activated themselves.
Surrender.
Our perseverance has paid off.
Hey guys, how's you doing?
Illusion shattered.
Nowhere to run.
A bitter pill to swallow.
The mid-battle loot fest. Wow, Cyno, we sure are making short work of everybody but the people trying to ambush us. Aren't ya? I made so many moves. Cyno, I think you weren't quite right there. As soon as we make a move.
Hold it right there. Heading to the desert, are we? I would think twice if I were you.
Who are you?
Look, he's a
That
named
doesn't
character.
matter. All you need to know is that someone wishes to inform you that it's not too late to turn back.
Dude, you're
you
talking
must
to
be
the
Cyno.
strongest fighter in
I've heard a
Sumeru.
lot about you. You've got quite a reputation. But this time you're in over your head. Unless you turn around right now, I'm afraid that even you won't return unscathed. And as for you two, why bother sticking your noses in trouble that doesn't even concern you? Hmm?
Oh, we just wanted to hang out with Doggy Boy.
That's right. We won't just sit back and do nothing.
Ha! Have you really thought it through? You're not just doing this for recognition, are you, Cyno? My employer said that he's willing to compromise as long as you just walk away. He could, for example, reduce the amount of canned knowledge on the market. I'm sure that would help your investigation appear to be successful enough. On top of that, he's willing to give you a cut of the profit. So you see, you get both Mora and a boost to your reputation. I can't think of a reason why you would pass that up.
Maybe because he wants to. You guys seriously misjudged Cyno. Have you heard not the first thing about the guy? Guy fucking lives and breathes justice. Which is crazy, he's not even Fontanian.
Is that so? Well, I can't think of a reason why I'd accept. I've heard enough. Get out of my way.
He would get along
Sorry,
famously with
no
Nouvelle.
can do. We're getting paid to ensure you disappear. Since you won't turn back willingly, then we're gonna have to make you go back.
Alright, stay on his left side.
Shine down.
Then where'd your charge bars go? Also, why are you on the wrong button now? Freaking trial Cyno. Only dealing slightly more damage than the Cyno who already has his ultimate ready.
The doctor was seen.
Nowhere to run.
Illusion shattered.
And I dashed through him to finish it. Not even a real chance for an ultimate.
This doesn't change anything.
Or
You're
burst
in
if
over
you want
your
to
head,
sound stupid.
Cyno. There will be others coming for you. You'll regret it.
Dude, you didn't lay a single tick of damage on us.
Let's get out of here.
Actually, no, you're all under arrest. Should
No
we follow
need.
them?
Even if we apprehend them, there'll be little information to gain. Besides, it might also be a trap. I apologize for bringing you into this dangerous mess. Just being associated with me will inevitably cause you to become targets as well. You should be careful from now on. Sleep with one eye open.
No thanks.
Hold on. There's no way
I sleep in a
anyone could
teapot
sleep
that no
without
one can enter
closing
unless
their
I give them
eyes.
permission.
Right?
I'm fine.
You'd be surprised. Anyway, just be careful. Mercenaries are never quick to forget. In their line of work, even a single failure is bad for reputation. They may even stay hidden in some dark corner for a very long time, waiting for the right moment to ambush you. They'll do anything to keep their prestige intact.
You used to that?
Yes. I remember it like it was yesterday. I was
It
carrying
was
out a
actually
mission with one
yesterday.
of my superiors. I didn't have much experience at the time, and I let my guard down after we had closed the case. We ended up being attacked by the remainder of the mercenaries. My superior was injured while protecting me, and we struggled to gain control of the situation. I've become more vigilant ever since, staying alert even while I sleep.
Whoa. Who could have seen that coming? Was he okay?
No, he died
He
horribly.
survived with a fractured wrist. It took 2 months for him to recover. But luckily, there weren't any further complications. Last year, he transferred to an administrative role for personal reasons, and no longer participates in live missions. His name is Taj Radkani, a very well-respected Matra. You'll have the chance to meet him someday.
Well, great. Now that you just name-dropped him and told us the entire lore,
Our mission
turns
will
out
be
he's going to
dangerous.
be in charge of it.
I'm already used to such grueling conditions.
He's going to be the
but I don't
baddie.
want to see you two get hurt.
Don't worry. Paimon will stay alert. We'll see danger coming a mile away.
Fuck yeah.
Good. Don't worry. It won't be long till we're at the bottom of this. And once this is all over, I'll sweep away any other hidden dangers.
Just give like a good old mop head to your big old sharp stick. Wee. No, let me take a left instead. Wee. They really just set all these up just so you could get to the next objective faster. And chat more. Is there another one just sitting around here? No? Okay. Hold on. Damn it. What do you mean not close enough?
I
There, I almost ran out of those leveling up. Who was it again? It's Candace and someone else. I forget.
So hot. If only there was some shade for us to cool off under.
Maybe it was Dory, I don't remember. Fucking Dory. Maybe we should take a break.
We still have a long way to go.
Took us like 5
So
seconds to
you'll
get
need
here,
to hang
dude.
in there for a while longer.
5 months. Why?
This is not a good place to rest anyway.
Okay. But don't you feel hot too, Cyno?
I'm wearing like a
Of
single
course.
layer.
But I'm accustomed to these conditions.
Paimon, you're wearing too
Care to
much.
share any tips? Paimon's about
Get
to
a sun
melt
hat.
away.
Just try to stay focused. Use your willpower to support your mind. The moment you start to give in is when you'll feel more tired. Take one step after another. Don't let your mind perceive your body's limitations. We must get somewhere safe before we can relax.
Okay, if you say so. But where would be a more safe place to rest? Paimon thinks this is a perfectly safe place to stop. Just look around, it's just sand and desert. There aren't any monsters for miles around. Whoa! Where did these scorpions come from?
Watch out.
The sand.
Something's not right about them.
Oh no, anyway. Jeez, spawn her out my ass, why don't you?
Judgment is a
Now I get to use a burst. Okay, that was... Oh, okay. Not normal my ass.
Whew. Well, Paimon really didn't expect to see those here.
Those weren't just normal scorpions.
Yes, they were.
See? There are marked numbers on their pincers. They were raised by someone.
So they're still normal scorpions, they just...
Someone doesn't want us to show up at the auction. These scorpions were sent to keep us away. We are surrounded by desert as far as the eye can see. If we were killed out here, nobody would ever know.
This place is super dangerous. Good thing we didn't let our guard down.
Something's not right. There are no roads in the desert, so how could they know where we are?
Same way they knew where you'd go the last time.
Stay still.
Oh, okay. It's an eye with circuits.
Here's the answer. They must have planted this on you.
When?
What is it?
Literally
A
when?
miniature tracking device made by the Ksharwar. They can use this to discern your approximate location. But this device wasn't licensed for mass production. Where did they get it? Could someone from the Ksharwar also be involved?
Give it to a vulture. Let it fly around
But
with
that
it.
doesn't seem right.
Whoa! Paimon never knew that kind of thing even existed. Why would it be on her?
They probably planted it on the Traveler during our fight with the mercenaries earlier.
A whole 20 seconds ago.
It was a frantic fight. It's only natural you didn't notice the device.
Ah, yes,
Good thing
frantic
you were
fight.
able to
Kill them
find
in 2
it,
seconds
Cyno.
flat.
Now let's get rid of it.
No. Hold on to it for now. It might still be useful for us. Let's keep heading to the auction. It would be dangerous to linger here any longer.
Seriously, give it to a vulture. Let it fly around, do whatever. Spend most of their time walking anyway. Gimme.
I see everything.
Ow.
well played. Mind the side.
Took more damage right there than from any of the mercenaries or scorpions. You know what? Fuck it. Just get in the supplies.
There is no escape.
Hey,
Gimme.
they're back again. How many of them are there?
Alright, let me see. 0. There are 0 of them. Did not break a single sweat. And now it's time for Arabian Nights. Hey look, all the supplies chilling right here. Super close to everything.
Weird. Is this where the auction is?
There's nobody here. We should check behind the sumpter beast just in case.
Not a single soul. Maybe they're on break right now or something.
Or maybe they're
Didn't
behind
waste
the
any
sumpter
time
beast.
getting here after we defeated those mercenaries. They shouldn't have been able to give any warning of our arrival. But even so, they still knew we were coming. Someone here must have been watching the tracker and warned everyone to clear out.
Yeah, no shit. Why we should have given it to a bird.
We searched the area. They couldn't have moved all the knowledge capsules so quickly. There might still be something left for us to find.
Alright, let's take a good look around the area.
Touch. Nothing seems to be normal. Everything's totally Gucci. Damn, no one here. Drink water. Footprints. There we go, there's the evidence.
Did you find anything?
No, nothing in particular.
Footprints.
It's possible there weren't many knowledge capsules containing info about the Court of Desolation, so they carried those off. But don't worry, I have another idea. You two start heading back the way we came. I will remain hidden here. Come back and meet me here after some time has passed. I'm sure something will come up by then.
Spare yourself in the sand.
They packed up in a
Like
hurry
Doom.
and didn't have time to carry off all their goods. They won't just leave them here.
If they're
Once
smart,
they
they
think
will.
we've left the premises, they'll be back to pick up their belongings. We just need to make sure the tracker goes far enough from here to make them assume that it's safe to come back.
Oh, Paimon gets it. We'll lure them out because they'll think we've left. Okay, we'll start heading away and leave this place to you.
Yes, and don't worry. If they dare to return, I'll make sure they stay.
Ooh, he's gonna bury him. Alright, Cyno. I'll let you go, Cyno. They just witnessed us fucking teleported, like, what the fuck? The tracker must be broken. Probably taped it to a bird or something. Hey look, I'm flying. Guess I am a bird after all. We...
Ugh, so tired. We've probably gone far enough now, right?
Yeah, it's probably far enough.
Yay. Let's rest for a little while before we go back to find Cyno.
No.
It's probably about time for us to head back to the auction. Let's go. Maybe Cyno's finally found some leads.
Then we just go right back. Other Cyno, I'm coming. Hey look, a bird we could have attached it to. Or even a mushroom. Or another scorpion. So why not? Give it to a fox even. Or a sumpter beast. Or just tag it to another traveling merchant. Well, I'm pretty sure Cyno just killed Cyno.
Oh, looks like Cyno caught someone.
Yep, sure
You're the
does.
bad guy behind all this, aren't ya? All right, tell Paimon everything you know.
Hey, Cyno, tell me, what was he now?
I didn't act immediately when he showed up. Rather, I laid low and observed for a while instead. He is not the primary instigator, But he is most likely one of the more important dealers here. Am I right?
Yes, impressive. You certainly live up to your reputation, Cyno. If I had any idea you were still around, I wouldn't have gotten so greedy.
Huh? Greedy? What do you mean by that?
Returning to the scene of the crime.
Once everyone knew you were coming, all the canned knowledge dealers abandoned their goods and fled at once. Obviously, there wasn't time to pack up everything. Since all the goods were just left here unsupervised, I thought I'd use the opportunity to come back and take what I could. You know, free merchandise is good business, but I suppose there's no use explaining it now.
You must know who's manufacturing and selling the canned knowledge, correct? Will you tell us willingly? Or do I need to make you talk?
No, I'll talk. But before that, perhaps we can take the conversation elsewhere? If we stay here, chances are that someone will see me with you. That would put both me and my family in danger.
All right.
Well, if you're gonna be a
Where do you
criminal,
suggest we go?
why did you bother having a
How about my
family?
home in Aru Village? It should be safe there.
Fine.
I
Let's
just
head
came
out.
from there.
You can throw away the tracker now, traveler.
Give it to a bird.
Listen, buddy, you better not try to trick us.
Come on now. Do you really think I'd try to pull anything under Cyno's watch? Seriously, what can I even do?
There we go. Fatui, the Northern Bank, hails from Snezhnaya.
Hey,
And these melons are from Aru Village.
Surrender!
Hello, Atia. Goodbye, Atia. Hello, random child over there.
Futile!
Apparently you were a quest.
Dad, you're back!
Seaman.
Oh, we have guests?
Simon.
Hi
Which is
there.
it?
This is my daughter, Seamin. She can be a little shy of
Okay.
strangers. Why don't you run along now, dear? Dad needs to talk with our guests.
Oh, okay.
See, her head is much better sized to her shoulders.
Everyone
neck,
knows Cyno
compared
in
to
our
Dory.
business. But let me ask, who are you two?
Paimon is Paimon, and this is the Traveler.
Yep. Traveler's
To be
Traveler.
honest, I really didn't expect to see Cyno, the lone operator, working with any partners. When I saw the tracker start moving away, I assumed you had decided to just go back empty-handed. But even though you caught me, I'd still urge you to stop while you still can. You should abandon this investigation.
Why is that?
Everything from the manufacturing of canned knowledge to the sales and even splitting the profits. Every step of the process involves dozens, if not hundreds of people. Massive profits have brought everyone together in this business. Everyone will
Stonks.
try their best to defend this industry that we've worked to build. It will be a long and difficult fight, even for you, Cyno. And even if you manage to win in the end,
He's like,
no one will thank you.
yes, there's no need to excite me.
anything,
I'm already out for
You
justice.
yourself might even feel remorse. Why are you so bent on putting us out of business?
Everyone has their own reasons for what they do. I don't have to explain mine.
You broke the law. I'm a cop. Shut up.
Here's some tea, Dad. And for the guests, too.
Hopefully this will tell you to spill the tea.
Right. I forgot to offer tea to our guests. Thank you.
Don't mention it. And, I should tell you that our tea tastes kind of bitter, but I put some sugar in to make it a little tastier.
That's my girl. Do we still have any sugar left? If not, I'll buy some more next time.
Yes, we do. Okay. I'm gonna go have a rest now.
So I was like, I swear to Christ, she
Didn't
just
you say
poisoned
that
it.
everyone's in it for the massive profits? That sure doesn't seem to be the case for you.
Actually, that's what I wanted to talk to you about. I was hoping to ask you for a favor.
My daughter was born with a chronic disease, so she has a relatively weak heart and lungs. Even slightly strenuous exercise can cause her to faint and prove to be a life-threatening risk. That's why she never really had any friends to play with, and why she locks herself up in her room most of the time. She has to take lots of medicine, and it doesn't come cheap. As for me, I was just an average merchant. I would wake up early and travel all around to make a profit. But the Mora was still nowhere near enough. I could only watch my daughter's health deteriorate day by day. Until one day, someone reached out and showed me a way to really make a profit.
Dory.
Selling canned knowledge.
That's right. With all the Mora I made, I could finally afford medical treatment for my daughter. Nothing made me happier than seeing her get better. There are many others like me. Smuggling canned knowledge might seem like an unforgivable crime to you, but to us, it's a means of survival. I wanted to tell you all this so that maybe you could understand and change your mind. Please, stay out of this, Cyno. Give us a way to survive.
Oh no. That means that if we prevent the sale of canned knowledge, his daughter will...
Paimon, shut your face.
I must get to the truth. I can find someone to help treat your child, but I cannot turn a blind eye to the smuggling. These are two completely different issues.
Don't worry, just ask Barbara to come out here and sing for a little bit. There you go, problem solved.
I somehow knew you would say that. But having your word to help my daughter is enough for me. Since you insist on continuing the investigation, you should have a look around the back of my home. You'll find some goods I received just recently. I think everything will become clear to you once you see them.
Also, don't forget to drink your poison tea. I mean, sugar tea.
Look at all of this!
Yes, all neatly packed away and organized in boxes. To think that this is only one dealer's worth. Small producers couldn't possibly support such a large quantity of goods. Could the Academia have a hand in this? But such a volume of goods wouldn't be able to slip through inspection.
Huh? Look! These seem different from the other knowledge capsules we've seen. Maybe they could gain knowledge about
These
the Court of
constellations.
Desolation.
Yes, that would make sense. Wait, what's this?
What, you really think the color changes the contents? Paimon, shut your face. We've never seen that before.
Yes. It's a Matra seal, indicating that the goods have passed Matra inspection. I started to suspect that someone in the Academia might be involved when I found the tracker earlier.
It's your old boss, Raj.
But how they could ship so much canned knowledge out of the Academia was still a mystery. The pieces have now all fallen into place. With this Matra seal, goods can leave the Academia without undergoing a second inspection. No wonder they don't want me to investigate. It turns out that a Matra is behind this. Even I find it hard to believe.
It's your buddy that you named, Raj guy.
Could I ask you for a favor, Traveler?
I'm telling you the
Since
answer.
all this canned knowledge came from the Academia, then it's highly likely that the knowledge regarding the Court of Desolation originated from research files stored within the Academia. If we can enter the repository, we can find out who accessed these files.
Alright, I'll go ask Alhaitham.
Considering my current status, if I suddenly show up at the Academia now, it will only draw unnecessary attention. You'll need to be the one who checks the records. I'll write a letter to Nabil, and he'll take you there.
Sure thing! Leave it to us!
I'll also keep working here in the meantime. Although our leads are all currently pointing to someone within the Academia, it's obvious that they also have power outside of it. We can get more information on other dealers from Bahari. I'll stay here and make some preparations. You can come find me anytime if you uncover more info.
Alright, time to go find Alhaitham, have him write down the answers for us. Even though it's It's totally just that Raj guy. How dare I be above it? Imagine having Cynos land right in front of you. It's out of the blue, just lunges down. Then imagine your relief as he just keeps dashing away. Especially if you, like, I don't know, double parked or something earlier that day. Just something just the slightest bit guilt prone. Just, oh no, Cyno! He's gonna get me! And then he's like, no, I have bigger fish to fry. You see, someone cited Wikipedia as a source.
Hello, we meet again. Have you managed to find Cyno? If so, how's he doing? I read the letter, and must admit that I hadn't expected things to be so serious. Sorry. Had I known it would be so dangerous, I never would have gotten you two involved.
It's alright. We wanted to help Cyno too.
I can tell that he really trusts you. The research files stored away in the restricted repository are far from ordinary. Everything there is essentially about dangerous research that's forbidden by the academia. Even I don't usually have authorization to enter, but with this letter from Cyno, it shouldn't be a problem.
So about that
That's
forbidden
right.
research.
Granted, the academia is very supportive when it comes to research. They encourage scholars to conduct all kinds of studies. However, some forms of research have proven to be so dangerous that the Matra have to step in and put a stop to them. Normally, after some particular research becomes prohibited, the majority of the related files will be destroyed. But some information may be retained as a record to warn later researchers. Such information is kept in the restricted repository, which is heavily guarded. Follow me, I'll show you. Hopefully, we'll find the answers that Cyno is looking for.
The restricted
Hopefully.
repository. Sounds kinda dangerous. We'd better keep an eye out.
He's gonna get some rare acute judgment.
Closed-door research projects are a complete waste of money.
Nowhere to run!
Utaiba. Not really explain the situation to the repository's manager.
Okay, I understand. Since Cyno is vouching for you, I suppose we can trust you. You may browse the information regarding the Court of Desolation. Ask me if you have any questions. But I'd suggest avoiding any other research files. Sometimes the less you know, the better.
Cool. Now can I go check him now, or do you have like one of those turny little notebooks, or? Utaiba activates the device, and a secret door opens in the wall. Oh my god, a secret door.
So this is the restricted repository. I never thought I'd see the inside of it. This is a first for both you and me.
And then Utaiba's like, actually, you were supposed to wait outside. You don't have authorization. Leave. Do you also know Cyno?
There are many who do not openly converse with others within the academia. But even so, there are very few who I feel could be trusted with a real secret. Cyno happens to be one of them. Even though he's no longer in the academia, I still trust him. And that goes for anyone he trusts as well. The files are over there. Just make it quick.
Okay, that's cool. Any second now. Okay. Had to manually click away. Alright, let me see. Any secret books in here? No. Marcus, a spontaneous researcher expelled from the academia for studying mechanical life forms. Hey, I know that one. Court of Des- Oh, I found the right one. Whoops. Despite repeated prohibition, research on the Court of Desolation in the past decade has increased without ceasing. Researchers who have studied the history of the Court of Desolation mainly go through the stages: discovery and investigation and fanaticism. The earliest stage of research is the relatively basic discovery phase. Cause little to no harm. Resulting discoveries will show that research treasures related to life and death may be hidden in the Court of Desolation. It is also where the rumor of bringing the dead back to life may begin. Following the initial phase is a prolonged investigation phase. All documentation regarding the location of the Court of Desolation has been vague at best. As a result, the structure itself has never been truly discovered. Many researchers deplete their resources searching in the desert, only to find a scant few remaining stone tablets, and the words, "Entering the Court of Desolation comes at the price of one's life." Two different interpretations of the line have quickly emerged as a result. Some believe that the price of one's life is a key to entering the Court of Desolation, while others asserted that it was a requirement for the court to appear. Because the Court of Desolation has never been discovered, the latter view is gradually becoming mainstream. As a result, many researchers went in a short period of time. Overtaken by their fervent desire to make the Court of Desolation appear, they attempted to sacrifice their lives. Relevant research became increasingly dangerous and was eventually banned. And even after that, many academia scholars secretly continued their research. It was not until 7 scholars, including Murtada Rodkani, were arrested that research into the Court of Desolation entered a period of stagnation once again.
Whoa, there's a lot to read here. Have you found anything yet?
A researcher's name sounds familiar.
Huh, it reminds Paimon of Cyno's former partner.
You mean
His
Raj?
former partner. That would be Taj Rodkani. But you're not
Thought it
far
was
off.
Raj Tatkani.
Murtada Rodkani was Taj's only son.
What? Taj's son went to prison for researching the Court of Desolation?
Why do you sound so surprised? You're a Matra, aren't you?
It's just that they arrested him in secret, so it was never publicly known. All I knew was that Taj's son was taken to prison. It's not just me. I bet even Cyno didn't know about it.
Can I talk to him?
No. Unfortunately, there isn't. He took his own life not long after he went to prison. You've heard about Taj, right? I know Nabil has. Every Matra knows him. I would say he's probably pushing 50 this year, which makes him one of the most experienced Matra. He is a man of integrity and honesty, and has made countless achievements. His reputation goes back a long way now. He used to be Cyno's only partner. Taj is also skilled with the polearm, so the two of them used to practice together when they weren't out on a mission.
Ah, right. I heard Cyno mention that before. But one day, Taj suddenly decided to retire from active duty and transfer to an administrative position. I wonder if it had anything to do with the Murtada incident.
Taj was already very well known by the time Murtada was born. So when Murtada came to study at the Academia, everyone had high expectations of him. He had to face a lot of pressure. Then he had an unpleasant dispute with his father, but they were eventually able to work things out. Not long after they had reconciled, Murtada was caught studying the Court of Desolation, which is in violation of Academia rules. Taj arrested his son and put him behind bars. He begged for leniency, but Taj wouldn't agree. Shortly after, Murtada slit his own throat with the pieces of a broken bowl. By the time Taj arrived at the scene, it was already too late. He never had a last chance to see his son.
And now he wants to
Since then,
raise the
Taj has
deads.
been periodically coming to the repository. He'll hold the files from his son's research with a remorseful look on his face. I guess that's why he chose to move to administrative work.
Guys,
I had
it's
no
a very
idea that
obvious
happened.
case.
That must be really hard for Taj. I've never heard him mention that to anyone.
I mean,
That's
why would he
awful.
bring it up out of the blue?
Paimon feels terrible now. Are you okay, Traveler?
You said Taj keeps coming
Wait,
through here.
Don't
all
tell
the
me
damn
you're
time.
starting to suspect Taj now.
Obviously.
Impossible. Taj would never do that. I mean, yes, he does have a big reputation and has access to such research, but this is Taj we're talking about. He would never do anything against regulations. Never.
But if you claim that the canned knowledge was originating from the Academia, then Taj is indeed a suspect. Because he was the only one who could have recently gone through research files about the Court of Desolation. There are so many files about those ruins that it would be difficult to restart any research, since the 7 original researchers were put behind bars. It's hard enough just trying to make sense of these files. However, if the files were made into canned knowledge, they could be understood immediately. By doing so, one could restart the research outside the academia without anyone ever noticing.
But even so...
According to the legends, the treasures inside the Court of Desolation could allow someone to see beyond life and death, or even bring the dead back to life, right? So maybe Taj is trying to bring Mortada back. Though I don't really believe Taj would ever try to do something like that. I'm just telling you what I know. It's the job of the Matra to find the truth and track down criminals. Do you have any questions? If not,
no.
It'd be best if you would leave now.
Paimon's kinda confused. What should we do from here?
Let's go ask some more questions somewhere else.
Now that I think about it, Cyno suspected that the canned knowledge was coming from within the academia, right? There's no way so many boxes could ever get through without drawing any attention. Maybe we could try asking people around the gate of the academia and see what we can find. Don't worry, Tosh. I won't let your reputation be tarnished.
He's already done it himself.
Alrighty then, let's go ask around.
New mail. Is it like, hey, the cat event's ending? Oh no. Zhao, in my dreams, I find dream solvent and sweet dream tofu. I've never liked dreaming. No matter what I see, I can neither control it or nor easily escape. But recently, it's you that I keep seeing, and I never want to wake up from that again. All my dreams with you are idle strolls and outings. Each time I awake, I can't help but wonder if I deserve to have such sweet dreams. And then I eat the sweet dream, tofu. Perhaps were I to see you in the waking world, I would find the answer. If you're willing to meet me, just speak my name. From Xiao. You called?
I do try to lighten the mood sometimes, but I'm not the best judge of other people's sense of humor.
Records an account of a corrupt researcher being sentenced to prison for ciphering forbidden documents. Well, that's just vague enough to be any quest. But, you know, it could be the Nahida quest. I don't know. Could be just damn near anyone. Ask the gates. After all, someone's got to notice the huge amount of boxes coming in labeled Matra. You, Botter.
Excuse me. Have you seen any large shipments of goods leaving the academia recently?
Huh. Well, yes, but isn't that pretty normal? The academia consumes so many resources each day. Everything from cooking ingredients, raw materials, even equipment for experiments. It's normal for goods to be coming in and out.
Right, but we're looking for shipments with a Matra seal. Have you seen any like that?
That I'm not too sure of. I normally wouldn't notice whether the goods have any seals or not. Maybe you should ask someone else.
Well, fine, let's go ask the farther one. See what they have to say. After all, you guys just hang out here all day pondering. You, Core 30-man.
Excuse me, have you seen any large shipments of goods leaving the academia recently?
No, not that I'm aware of. Perhaps you could ask someone else?
Well, damn, those were the only two. Now imagine that landing in front of you suddenly. The slightly guilty conscious.
Huh? Why do you ask?
I'm just checking to ensure nothing.
Took an extra Halloween candy. Oh no.
Well, I can't say it's unusual, but I did notice something.
They just ask you about someone else's crimes.
There's a Kashar researcher who's been making frequent shipments recently. Dozen of large boxes each time, if not more. When I asked him about it, he said they just contained a bunch of old worn-out machines. The Kashar used to often sell scrap machines to traveling merchants, so I didn't really think anything of it. But he's been making a lot of shipments lately. There weren't ever so many outdated machines before.
And you didn't find that suspicious? Why didn't you report it for inspection?
Well, the boxes were stamped with a Matra seal. Why should I bother? Of course, I did start to wonder about the seal once, thinking that maybe they forged it or something. But you know what happened?
What?
A man named Taj came here and told me that he'd already inspected the goods personally and ordered me to leave the researcher alone. I couldn't question his word, could I?
Suspicion.
There must be some sort of mistake. There's no way Taj would ever...
Dude. Guy wants to res the deads. It's
No,
cool.
I won't believe it. Taj is an honorable man. Someone must be trying to frame him. Wait. I know another Matra who works with Taj. I can ask him to let us speak with Taj.
How many times can you say Taj before it starts sounding like a real word?
As I've already told you, I don't have any way to contact Taj. A few Eremites showed up looking for Taj yesterday, and he met with them in his office. I was standing outside of the door, and I vaguely heard them say, "Found it." Before I realized it, the door opened, and Taj left with the group of them. I noticed that he had also changed into Eremite attire. But Taj didn't come to work today, so I've also started to feel a little concerned about the whole thing.
Changing
If you'd
in
like to
your
speak
office
with
right in
him,
front of your guests.
maybe you can try visiting his home. He lives just on the outskirts of Sumeru City.
A group of Eremites? Could Taj really be the one making all the canned knowledge?
No way. Taj is just like Cyno. They're considered heroes among the Matra. There is no way that he would...
Well, let's go find out.
Fine. Looks like there's no other choice.
Hey, don't let it get to you just yet. We'll get to the bottom of this once and for all.
And by the bottom, I mean I'm gonna go kick his ass. If he is the guilty one. I am Cyno, after all. So if D-Luke is Batman, and Rosaria is the Punisher, what's Cyno? Answer down in the comments with your best answer.
So, this is Taj's place. There doesn't seem to be anyone here.
Well, what should we do then? Do we break in?
No,
Yes.
no. Wait, the door's unlocked. Did Taj leave in a hurry? Well, anyway, we're still not sure if he's the real culprit. Probably not a good idea to go in without permission.
There's no other option. Just do it.
You're right. Even if we apply for a warrant now, we won't be able to do anything until tomorrow at the earliest. This is an emergency. I just hope Taj doesn't mind.
We find a lot of cans full of knowledge.
What's this?
It's a paper full of names written on it. Oh, and a map. Nabil, can you make any sense of this?
Yes, this is definitely Taj's handwriting. These papers look like records. These are the transactions between Taj and some other people. From the look of the numbers, the scale of this smuggling case is absolutely massive. The whole operation involves more than 300 people, including dozens of celebrities. These are famous scholars, merchants, mercenaries. I have a feeling that Cyno might be unaware of what he's up against. There's no way anyone could face such a large organization on their own.
Try him.
You're right. That's just who he is. As for the map, it appears to indicate the location of the Court of Desolation. let's take it to Cyno and let him decide how to proceed.
No, you say I will take it to him. Oh, it's just sitting right there. There we go. On that butt.
If Taj really has turned on his honor and committed these terrible acts, then I suspect that he might already be at the Court of Desolation as we speak.
Probably.
I don't want to suspect him, but I also don't know him very well. Maybe Cyno will know what to do.
You know, his usual response is to watch people and then beat them up.
Let's go.
And force them to tell information. Oh, I know. I got it. Incredibly skilled warrior, supernatural power, short, temperamental. Diluc is Batman, Rosaria is the Punisher, but Cyno is Levi Ackerman. That's it. Iron Fist, but a secret heart of gold. Tell Cyno. Well, spiky gold, but you know.
Well, Cyno, what do you make of it?
Taj. It's been a while since I last saw him. From what I remember, he is a straight-laced man. Although he would resort to extreme measures from time to time, he would never do anything against his beliefs.
So do you think he's the one behind
And what
all
if his
this?
beliefs change?
I'm still not sure. I cannot imagine how devastating the incident with Mortada was for him. Nor can I deny the possibility that people can change. Whether it's out of love for his son or for other reasons, we have to see for ourselves to judge him. Or rather, the person he's become.
Evidence is incredibly
That's
stacked.
right. It's clear that he had a hand in this case, yet he made no report of it. There's no doubting that. That's also why I need to see him. I must ask his reasoning and judge him myself. Time is ticking. Let's go.
Okay. However, if it were Gordon Ramsay saying it, I must ask his seasoning and judge it for myself. Okay, let's go. Yeah, I'm gonna... No, I'll go the lower path.
A familiar sight.
It sees the giant freaking dust storm. A familiar sight. Judgment! Wee. Tell me down in the comments. You get $1 million,
I see everything.
but you would have to say "wee" anytime you use some sort of movement enhancer in a video game. Like those lotuses. Or a speed boost in a game. There it is, right there. Or even like a movement ability like Cyno's dash. Wee!
Hey!
Nowhere to run. Tell me, would you take it? $1 million, but every single time you use a movement ability, you have to say "we." You're in Halo 2. You're on the second half of whatever the one after Gravemind is called. Actually, no, it would be the Gravemind one. The end of the level with all the grab bridges that send you across. You just have to say "we" the entire duration. The whole, like, 12 seconds. Horde of Desolation. Let's fucking go. Viable Cyno team? Let's go. I really gotta adjust some of my team comps though.
So this is the Court of Desolation. Are there really any treasures buried here?
I have one called Taser Fist that... Oh, damn it, swapped around.
Could it be dangerous?
Don't worry.
Swapped my Cyno again.
With me.
Could have thrown in a Bennett.
The doctor will see.
Why can't you dodge lasers, Cyno? Jesus.
Shine down. This might hurt a little. Look! These walls have definitely seen better days. Was there some sort of fight here?
Only
Let's keep going and see what
they
we
had
can
pork
find.
even slash through them. Hey, is this a light switch? Damn it, Paimon. Wasn't a light switch at all. Well, now I'm going through the ceiling, I guess. Yes, Paimon, we just watched it.
Gonna start moving again, is it? Either way, we should be careful.
There we go, pump salt. Gimme.
Nowhere to run.
Man, those pots are tough. Touch. And then I get incredibly dizzy and puke right here. Also, I wish you would stop making that rumbling noise that tunes out everything else.
That eye seems to be staring right at us.
What eye?
This place gives Paimon
You mean the diamond?
You go first.
Now, question. Is the whole place rotating? Or just this platform?
Good deeds.
So is the platform staying still, or actually moving?
In the end, all will be placed upon the scales.
Yeah, I'll climb onto it and then rotate. Alright. Some form of puzzle. Oh, it will move slightly that time. Oh, there's a tiny hole, actually. Then it closes up again. Can I get out that way? Can I climb in here? No, so it's not a climbing puzzle. Oh, there's another button. Oh, fuck it then. Hello there. Yes, cats. I already finished the cat quest. Now I'm on to Doc. Let me in. Alright, fine. Gotta press the button for the 17th time. There we go. Now it's rotating. The puzzle is you had to press the other button first. And then press the button. That's it. That is the entire puzzle.
A bitter pill to
Grow.
I swear, Nahida's a powerhouse. Hello, Taj. How you doing? You gonna do something stupid or come in nice and easy?
Taj.
Are you gonna turn around and address us, Taj, or what? Do we have to play tag with Taj?
Cyno. It's been some time since I've seen you last. I trust you are doing well.
Yeah, we still haven't seen him. Cyno, are you gonna answer him?
Seeing that you've made it all the way here, you must be on the cusp of wrapping up your investigation, I presume. Even faster than I expected. Is it because you have some new partners now?
That's right. This case is nearly closed. But the most important answer still eludes me. Was it all your doing? Smuggling the canned knowledge? The research of the Court of Desolation?
Yes, it was me.
Then explain why.
That's
Tell
the
me
difficult
why.
part. Let's just say I've changed. I've become a selfish coward who only wants to pursue his own interests.
I find that hard to believe.
Oh, really? Way I see it, every person will end up like me sooner or later.
You got a monocle.
When you're young,
kick his ass.
you press forward, unattached, living solely for the justice in your heart. But as you begin to age, you start to become more cautious. You know many things are wrong, but still turn a blind eye to them. I was the same. I never questioned my actions until Murtada died. I could feel the justice that I once strived to uphold slowly crumbling in my heart. I was completely dedicated to all that I did, but as I grew older, I found myself feeling alone, miserable. Can you imagine what it feels like to not have the will to live, but not be able to die?
I mean, just lay down, don't get back up. That's all depression.
By my own hands. I set myself on this painful path. My
By the way,
son
don't follow my
hated me
advice. He's a
till the day
dick, so
he
I'm telling
died,
him the bad
and
advice.
now I must live with that pain and regret. I failed him as a father. But now I have a chance to make it right. A chance to reunite with him. The Court of Desolation. Here lies the key to overcoming life and death. The power to even bring the dead back to life.
The more you think about it, the less sense it makes.
Did you already find what you needed here?
See this door behind me?
No.
Behind it lies the treasures that I seek. I'm so close.
Or more
Cyno.
doors.
If only you hadn't arrived now, I could already have...
Let me guess, 2 button presses and it's done.
Enough conjecture. What has happened is already part of the past. You cannot bring the dead back to life. In the end, the treasures you seek are nothing but myths and legend.
Since you're so sure, why don't you just let me open the door and see then?
No. I sense danger behind that door. There will be dire consequences the moment you open it.
I beg you, as an old partner.
I'll have to do an Indiana Jones the moment you do
wish,
so.
Just this once.
I don't feel like doing Indiana Jones. See me without this hat is
you
illegal.
Get it by now. Doing your job without mercy will only drive people away from you. I'm the prime example.
I don't overthink things. If there is only one way for me to defend my principles, then that is the path I will take.
Seems there's no convincing you. All right then. Let's see if your polearm skills have improved at all.
You're unarmed though. So...
This power is mine.
Hey, why do you get a gator and a hawk? Alright, fine. If you get backup, I get backup. Fuck you.
Make yourselves a move.
Why did he not get hit right now? There we go.
Shine down.
Idiot missed.
Future. Through me, justice is served.
I didn't even get to do the cool slam.
Your strength.
You feel it, don't you? I'm stronger than you remember. I gained new power when I entered the Court of Desolation. This is only a taste of it. Once I open the door behind me,
wait,
this
did he
power
win somehow?
will be complete. Even life and death
why is
will
he
have
standing
no
over me?
grip on me.
I just kicked your ass. Like, easily.
I won't let you open that door.
I wouldn't be so sure. I'm afraid it won't be easy to stop me now that you're injured. Or are you ready to sacrifice your life for this?
Dude,
I'll
I
do
just
what I
beat
have
your
to.
ass. Why am I injured? Did he Uno reverse it?
I still remember when we first became partners. You were always charging forward and putting your life on the line, just like now. Even
oh no, he's a
after all
Noel
this
name.
time, you still haven't changed.
Cyno, that is.
You haven't changed either. You left that list of names and map in your house on purpose, didn't you? You wanted me to be able to find you here. All of this was just part of the act you were putting on. What happened just now was also part of your plan. You might have fooled those on the list, but you will not fool me. I had my suspicions from the beginning, but I couldn't be sure until we fought. If he really had changed, your fighting style wouldn't be as it was before.
Huh? What do you mean, Cyno?
He never planned on opening the door. His true intention was...
What's happening?
Seems our time is running short. Let me make this quick then. After Mortada died, my spirit was crushed.
He wants to destroy the place to make sure
I was
no one
hoping
else
this
ever
reality
dies.
was just some terrible nightmare.
Searching for this shit.
I hoped I would just wake up and be able to see his smiling face again. That is when I was approached by someone who wished to collaborate and find the Court of Desolation together. I did some investigation of my own and discovered they were part of a massive organization. People from every walk of life are involved. They are relentless in their search, pouring countless mora into secret research, even sacrificing lives in hopes that the Court of Desolation would appear.
No wonder banning the research wasn't enough. A full-scale operation was already in motion.
I'm a flesh and blood human like anyone else, so I obviously hesitated and considered it. The thought of bringing my son back tugged at my heart, but in the end, I came to my senses. I knew that I could not let myself go down that path. I suddenly came to a realization amidst my suffering. The Court of Desolation, a place that once drove people to tragedy, was still doing so, even centuries later. As long as this place exists, people will recklessly seek it out, just as Mortada did, generation after generation, regardless of the cost. Let it be buried beneath the sand forever. Once the Court of Desolation is gone, there will no longer be anyone obsessed with seeking it out.
Damage on the walls coming in. You're trying to break it.
That's right. I acted as if I had abandoned my convictions just so that they would cooperate without raising any suspicion. This was the only way I could find and destroy this place. But that wasn't enough. I needed someone I could trust to bring the organization to justice. The Academia forbids the research of the Court of Desolation, so they would never approve my plan in the first place. To add to the problem, the organization is so powerful that they even have members working within the Academia. If I wished to destroy the organization, I couldn't just count on the Academia alone.
So, you pretended to be the one behind all this, as a test for me.
Yes. I'm sorry, but now I am assured. You haven't changed at all. You are still as you always were.
That shadow changing on his
fearless,
nose.
And making no compromise.
It's very distracting.
Anyway, this place is collapsing. You must leave now.
Wait! Aren't you leaving too? There are still loads of bad guys to catch outside!
His fate is already sealed. There is no life left inside him. He is like a candle with no more wick to burn.
To open the Court of Desolation, one must sacrifice their life.
You planned it all from the very beginning, didn't you? Risking being treated as a traitor to collaborate with them. Sacrificing your own life to open and destroy the Court of Desolation.
Regardless, I made a grave mistake by allowing the smuggling and the research of this place. Let this be the final judgment on myself. I was always so busy with work that I never made time to fulfill Mortada's wishes. Finding this place was his biggest wish. Since I'll be reuniting with him here, I can only hope he won't have anything more to hold against me. I'll leave all those people on the list to you. Sorry for all the trouble I've caused.
There's nothing to be sorry for. We are partners. If you see
we're
Mortada,
partners.
send him my greetings. Goodbye, old friend.
And they just sitting there wondering, how will it be? Will I hit by a rock?
Why are they so
Drown in
strict with
sand?
me? I'm always the only one who gets in trouble.
Just leave me alone!
Indiana Jones
Don't
boulder.
worry, I won't damage your precious reputation.
Alright, Dad. Let's start over. By the way,
Sand it is.
I finally found an area of research I wish to pursue. Why can't you show even a little leniency? Why?
Because
Drowning in sand it is.
We are Matra.
Then he makes like a little sand igloo. And he's like, oh, actually it's kind of cozy in here. Nice and cool. Now, if only I'd taught this skill to my son.
Huh? The Court of Desolation has...
Disappeared.
Just as Taj said,
It's
that place
is
has
right
caused
there.
Too many disasters and tragedies.
It's still right there.
Being buried in quicksand is its rightful end.
And all the people
To
on the
them,
list.
as long as there's more to be made, they will disregard the Academia's rules, whether it's the Court of Desolation or anything else. Their only goal is to make massive profits off of dangerous research. Taj may have set them back with the Court of Desolation, but
it's even zooming in like
it
it's
won't be
still
long
right
before
there.
they continue searching for
Just
another target.
sitting there.
That's an opportunity that I will not let them have.
We'll help too.
Thank you, but you've already done enough. Just leave the rest to me. I will bring them to justice myself. Besides, I promised you that I would sweep away any potential danger.
Noel.
So, that's what I'm going to do. Wait for
Noel,
me a caravan.
you were a short
about
guy
4
the whole
days
time.
from now.
Did you say 4 days from now? Oh my god. Motherfucker. Cyno, I swear to god. Special dog god helmet you wear. I swear to it. If this isn't worthwhile, I will kick you across the entire desert. All the way to Fontaine. And then you'll be like, oh no, too much humidity. What will I do? Then Al-Haytham will be like, well, I guess I'm the strongest now. You know, I kind of want to make a video going over how strong, like individually powerful, each nation is that we know of so far. Of the 5. Based on all the people. Oh god, he jump scare.
We meet again. Thank you so much for all your help.
So I'm pretty sure months out would be pretty damn tough.
What are you doing here?
Pretty tough to beat. The knights are
Convicts from the desert are
stacked.
being escorted through Caravan Ribad, so I'm here to keep an eye on things. This should be the last group of them, so I'll be heading back to the Academia once they're cleared.
So, what's up?
The last few days have been quite the ride, but fortunately, I can say with confidence that this case is finally coming to an end. At first, the mercenary groups on the list were putting up quite a fight. They made several desperate attempts to cover up the truth. However, Cyno crossed the desert and took out their main camp overnight.
Just
After that,
stabbed everyone in their
people
sleep.
on the list started to put pressure on the higher-ups within the Academia. Everyone was on edge, and the case came to a standstill.
And? Then what happened?
Well, then we received word that Taj Rudkani had sacrificed himself on the case. The news really stirred up the members of our ranks. The Matra then moved together against the enemy. We cleared out the traitors from within the Academia and arrested all the researchers on the list. Some of them managed to get out of the Academia, but still failed to escape. The scattered criminals were captured by Cyno all across Sumeru.
In 4
I
days.
even heard that someone was about to escape to Fontaine, but was still apprehended just at the border. Having more than 300 prisoners apprehended for interrogation has definitely shaken things up recently.
I'm pretty sure there's more than 300 NPCs, or less than 300 NPCs walking around Sumeru.
He seems fine, but nobody knows the real situation.
And I don't
He
mean
brought over
mobs,
300
I mean
suspects
actual
to judgment all on his own.
talkable NPCs.
Among them were even some of our former colleagues. Not just the criminals are afraid of him. Even we start feeling a little nervous when he's around now. But even if we start feeling all self-conscious, thinking if we've done anything wrong, we're still always honored to have Cyno around. By the way, are you guys here to see Cyno? I think I just saw him walking in that direction when I was on watch nearby. He was walking with someone I didn't recognize, and then before I knew it, they were nowhere to be seen. If you happen to see him, please send my regards.
Sure thing, Nabil. You be
Stab
careful
him.
too. Don't let
Nabil
any of
sends his
those bad guys
regards.
escape.
Don't worry about
Then it gets
me.
stabbed back, he's
If
like,
anything
haha,
happens,
that wasn't my real
you can
body.
find me at the Academia anytime. Farewell then.
Out of sight. As he's right there.
Trying to single-handedly bring 300 people to justice must feel pretty exhilarating, but I can assure you this is certainly not the best solution.
Now, do you have any
aware.
sunscreen or not?
However, I learned something unexpected during interrogation. Apparently, someone had enticed Murtada Radkani into becoming interested in researching the Court of Desolation. Murtada had lived in his father's shadow all his life. Naturally, he wanted to conduct research that would seem groundbreaking and significant. After Murtada died, the organization tried to use Taj's shame regarding his son to add him to their ranks, toying with others' minds, treating lives like dirt, and doing anything for their own interests. This makes me angry.
Fine, I understand. This is a type of trap I've been working on which uses plants. Here, take some just in case you need them next time. If thrown into the mud, the trap will grow rapidly and disperse a pollen that has a paralyzing effect. I don't have much use for the traps these days, but maybe you will, and can help me collect more testing data.
Cyno! Tainari! Oh, so Tainari must be who Nabil saw earlier. Are you also here to see Cyno?
That's right. Cyno asked me to collect some medicinal herbs to treat a girl named Seamin. I also dropped by just to check for any injuries. He seems to be fine physically, but he looks a little more lonely than I remember. And Cyno, relax. You don't always have to look so serious, you know. Why don't you play more Genius Invocation TCG, huh? Kale has always been a little wary of you, and your stern expression certainly isn't helping.
How is Kale these days?
She's grown a bit taller, but her grades could use some improvement. She still made many mistakes on her last test, even after I had marked all the important content in the book for her. After some time, I plan on having her go outside more. It just so happens that I have something she can help me with.
Resonate with the Dendro.
You mean Kale is leaving Avidia Forest? What happened?
Well, I've asked her to host some ad hoc lectures to teach the dangers of canned knowledge, as well as how to use it safely. Although we've apprehended all the criminals behind the recent smuggling case, there are many people who are still curious and seek canned knowledge.
You think if you try to insert canned knowledge, you gotta put it in, turn it around, put it in again, and then realize it was right the first way.
I will.
If anything else happens, the three of you can find me in the Avidia Forest. Take care.
I've already caught those who were preparing to attack you in secret. Even if some criminals did slip through our fingers, they wouldn't know that you were involved in the case. So you can relax.
But what about you, Cyno?
It's still not time for me to rest yet. Those who died have fulfilled their wishes, but those who are alive must continue pressing forward. I've been thinking about what Taj said in the Court of Desolation these last few days. His words were not empty. People do change, and no belief can completely resist the erosion of time. I just hope my own change will come slowly, so that I can press on a little further. That way, those who see me as their superior, and those who are following in my footsteps, will learn courage from my example, just as I gained courage from my own superiors, and my partner.
Well, aren't you looking a little optimistic, buddy?
I'll be fine. I'm also enjoying my chat with you right now, you know? There are many things I feel better about once I start to talk about them. Many people want to go to the desert to offer condolences for Taj, but I didn't share details with anyone. I'd prefer to avoid revealing the location of the Court of Desolation. One day, I'll gather some flowers that grow in arid desert conditions. And then, I was hoping you'd join me in planting them on the remains of the Court of Desolation.
Nah, I'm busy that day, sorry. And that'll be it for hold on, there's more primos. Nice. Nice. Adina came over at the sound of nice and decided to verify that yes, it is indeed nice. She's nodding. Does I have a... I'll deal with that after stream, alright. So remember one thing, well I'll probably be streaming either tomorrow, if I'm not too tired after something I have to do tomorrow, or Thursday, which I should be totally fine with. Playing what? I don't know. Maybe Fallout. Just kind of like a thumbnail first. Later, anyway. Anyway, I will be streaming Genshin Impact again when the new update drops. Was it 4.6, I think? Yeah, 4.6. Gotta pull for that vampire lady. In the meantime, remember one thing, alright? No matter who you are, where you are, or when you are, have a good one. Eder, out.